Let me introduce myself to those of you who don't already know me. My online name is Sir Draken. Feel free to call me Drake, Draken, Sir, whatever floats your boat. I've been involved in content creation since I was around 13 to 14 years old. I've been in love with video games for as long as I can remember. Just like many of you, they were an escape from real life struggles that we all faced at one time or another. The first YouTube video I ever watched was uploaded in November 6th of 2011. It was PewDiePie's Out Uni playlist. Now, this was a game that was kind of built like Legend of Zelda. It was a horror game. It involved like this Japanese folklore monster. Immediately, I was hooked. I went from watching PewDiePie to Markiplier to Jacksepticeye to CNanners and all of that whole little group that was recording together. Eventually, after a few years of watching, in March 8th of 2014 is when this YouTube channel was created. Now, most of those videos originally have been deleted. Those videos were made by getting a stack of books, taking an Android tablet, propping it against the books, and recording whatever the screen had on it. There was no capture card, no video, no computer to screen record. It was just an Android tablet and a little kid playing Minecraft. And a lot of those videos, strangely enough, featured Herobrine. I'm not really sure why. I was kind of obsessed with him as a kid. Anyway, there was no editing, no scripts, no fancy schmancy stuff. Just a little kid in his dream wanting to be a YouTuber. Now, obviously, it didn't go anywhere. I mean, what do you expect with that kind of quality of video making? I mean, and as a little kid, my mind jumped to something else pretty much the next week. Now, in the year of 2015 going to 2016, I decided to give content creation another shot. Most of those videos honestly did not do that well. There was no editing still, besides when I first started learning how to cut up videos. However, that year is when Infinite Warfare came out, and I made a few videos on the beta. I wasn't that good of a player, but since it was the beta, it did get a few clicks. However, a month before that beta dropped, I made a video on Grand Theft Auto. It was a tutorial explaining on how to get online exclusive cars onto story mode. Now that video blew up out of nowhere, 26,000 views as of this day. Now you can imagine my excitement as a kid and all the kids around school. They were just like, oh my God, Draken's gonna blow up. He's gonna be the next YouTuber. Obviously that didn't happen. What are you, stupid? Now most of those videos anyways, back in the day were getting around 30 to 40 views at most, with the occasional likes and dislikes back when the dislike button was still a thing. Now eventually I started doing this trend where I would make these tutorial videos or these mod review videos on Grand Theft Auto that started to, well, they weren't blowing up by any means, but they were getting more views than any other videos I would make. So that's when the trend of the ball started rolling. Now those videos I did learn how to edit while making them. Those included cutting videos, adding music, a little bit of color correction, some sound effects, and a little bit of creativity on what I wanted to be in the video. Most of it was drifting with a drift mod, which was honestly really pretty much one of the best ways to showcase a graphic mod on Grand Theft Auto. Now in 2019 is when I got back into video creation a little bit more seriously this time around. I was getting normally like 40 to 50 views every video, getting more likes, and I was up to around 300 to 400 subscribers at this point. Now this ball was continuing rolling until I had to focus on graduating high school, working since I was 16, talking to girls, stuff like that. This is where the video kind of takes a dark turn. These last 5 years of working all these different jobs, whether it's the food industry, law enforcement, retail, labor, any job that I have worked in these last 5 years don't feel good. And I know it's not necessarily of me just hating the idea of work, but there's no fulfillment. There's no drive to improve. There's no denying this is a dark turn, because that's the honest truth. It's been an actual dark turn. The last 2 years of my life have been the most miserable, just downright awful years of my life. There's been good moments, sure. There's always good and bad moments. You can't forget that. But in the last few months, I've really started to think about content creation. I know that I can get the ball rolling. I've done it before. It wasn't to great lengths, but I know that I have the ability to do so. You're probably watching this video and thinking, man, I'm in the same boat, but why am I listening to you rant? And that's a fair point. I understand that. It's just explaining to you where I've come from, just in case you're in the same boat as me. But I also want to let you know why I didn't make it. I was inconsistent, not only with my channel, but with my life. And that's something you cannot allow to happen. For example, the best way that I can describe it is riding a wave that you didn't work hard enough to build in the first place to be riding it, if that makes sense. I didn't put any work to be living life the way I've been living it, just casually streaming along. There's no big wave to get all that progress to make it to the end. I'm just plateaued in life. I've started thinking a lot back to that first video I watched. It's a Swedish kid living in his parents' house with the worst quality webcam that has ever graced YouTube, by the way. I have to say it. It's funny to think about. Playing on a laptop, little RPG games, and he made it. That dude is the #1 YouTuber to this day. And I started thinking about all the things I used to tell myself that were holding me back. I didn't have good internet. I couldn't stream with bad internet. It would take me really long to upload videos. I didn't have the hardware to record without it significantly impacting my gameplay. But that's the thing. I have the internet now. I have the hardware. I have all of this stuff on my desk. There is nothing holding me back besides myself. And that's when I realized the biggest thing of all. You have to be delusional. I know that fake it till you make it can seem like a bad thing, but I genuinely believe it is not anymore. I used to look around at people in my life and wonder how they seem this way or how they seem that way, and everything comes easy. It's not easy. And a lot of people aren't feeling as happy as you think they are. Let me tell you something, man. I've asked a few people personally about this. There's a lot of people out there struggling that do not show it whatsoever. And they're faking it till they make it. And I used to think it was shameful to fake it to a degree. I still think it is. I think you should be true to other people is my genuine belief. I've always enjoyed the ideology of knowing someone for their true self. But like I said, you have to be delusional. I need you to get up and do something. I write down your goals. I've been doing that. I have 2 pieces of paper that I constantly write on while I'm at work. I work an 8 p.m. to a 6 a.m. shift every night. I need you to focus your mind, all of your energy, put it into that goal. Remove any distraction that you have, and whatever you do not stop grinding like I did. There is a chance, and a pretty decent chance from what I have learned recently and what I have been told, that I could be a lot further along if I had not stopped when the ball was rolling. And when you do something, when it comes to content creation, put your own spin on it. The other day, I was doing a live stream. We're playing Warzone. Now, you gotta think, I'm not the #1 Warzone player like everyone claims they are. I do not have a 4.0 KD, but I can take something that has a big name and amplify it to what I'm doing and then spin an idea off it. What I came up with was Warzone X Fast and Furious. Basically, in the whole stream, the only thing I was allowed to do was get kills by using vehicles. Now, yeah, I did use guns every now and then just to add to it, you know what I mean? Because you gotta have some kind of gameplay in there as well. But that's what I'm saying. If there's a popular topic, you can do that popular topic, but you gotta put your own spin on it. Otherwise, you're just like every other Joe out there. I want you to look at the top creators right now. You need to peel back the grass and look at the marks they left behind when they were crawling. Those marks were made so you have a path to run. You gotta be willing to use every single tool in your arsenal to achieve this. That's why we have things like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok. These are how these latest streamers have blown up as quickly as they did. Others walked back then so they could run. That's how fast it can happen if you know what you're doing, if you look for the signs. Now, here's the thing. I still have my job. One thing that is holding me back right now is this decision that I have to make to cut everyone off. That is how delusional I have gotten to this point. My drive to make it in this industry, it is the highest it has ever been. I do not see it going away anytime soon. I am so tempted to delete all my social media. I'm still gonna use it to get some kind of news, something that I could possibly use for a video or for a stream or for a TikTok or something like that. But that is what I am willing to do. I am willing to cut off everyone. That is what I mean. You have to be delusional to make it. I've been doing tons of research. I've been looking into all these videos people make on how to make it, all these big name people on how they can make it. Most of them are saying it is not as lucky as you think it is. It is mostly skill. For the longest time, I thought the complete opposite. I thought there was some skill involved, but the majority of it was luck. I've had the balls flipped this whole time. Here's the thing though, I know I can make it. That's not the delusion talking. 20% of it can be delusion if I really think about it, but I have had people tell me that I am doing great at it. I have told people that I can make it. I've had haters say that I'm not gonna make it and then switch their mind. I know I can get the ball rolling because I've done it before. And I know you can too if you put your energy into it, if you do not give up, if you do not stop trying, if you keep that ball rolling. I know you can make it in whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it is something involving something as simple as a big time job, content creation, being the best burger flipper. You can do it. This video is not just for me. This video is for you. This video is a hope, a chance to start a community, to build something, to build each other up. I want to motivate you. I want you to be my motivation. I want to watch you grow. I want you to watch me grow. I want to start a community here that can really do something like this. And what is different? What is my spin on this video that has possibly been made over and over again, that the big people who are top tier motivators have been making for years? What is my spin on it? I'm not them. That is my spin. I do not have a platform. I am not top tier. I do not have a community. I am the level 1 average Joe, just as you might be. And I believe you can do it if you put your dedication, your time, your energy, and your mind to it. Don't hold yourself back anymore. I've been holding myself back for as long as I can remember. Genuinely holding myself back. I'm tired. I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired. I have been tired of not having this goal, not having this drive to achieve what it is that I want to do. For the longest time, I'm like, oh, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I've known what I wanted to do, and I've done jack shit about it. I've never taken it 100%. I've had a few friends already try to tell me this, and I didn't listen. I didn't listen to them because I was lazy. I was inconsistent, which is the biggest red flag you can do, especially in this content creation. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm trying to make you see it the way I have finally seen it, when it's been told to me over and over again and I haven't been listening. I got stuck in this constant loop in my mind of things were going to get handed to me in my life, just like how I thought it happened to everybody else. No, there has been work that I have not been putting in. I want to watch you grow. I want you to watch me to grow. From one small timer to another, you got this. I got faith in you. So get up and do it.